Hello, beautiful stars, and welcome to today's universal readings in regards to careers, dreams, and goals. Spirit wanted to switch it up today, so we have no oracles and we have two tarots instead. So the first tarot is all laid out. We've already shuffled and drawn the cards. The second tarot is waiting for any clarification. We have your Lenormand ready, and after we do our reading here, we will do our smoke scrying as usual. So stick around for that after the reading if you like the smoke scrying. But yes, without further ado, let's jump right into our first tarot here. So we have the Page of Cups, trust your vibes, artistic endeavors, and a message of hope. Okay. Let's see, two routes here, a bit of investment and trusting in your investments. All right, we have Four of Pentacles with complacent, penny pinching, and fear of change. Okay. And then we have Nine of Swords, insomnia, victim mentality, and clouded judgment. And then we have Five of Swords with poor leadership, bullying behavior, and workplace conflict. Okay. All right, and then we have Seven of Swords with shady dealings, criminal behavior, suspicious activities. And then we have Justice, contracts, legal matters, and weighing factors. And our last card for this tarot here is the Six of Swords, stress reduction, change in position, vacation, or holiday. All right, so let's look at all of these energies together real quick here. Okay. So interestingly, it seems like it has to do with an investment of sorts that you made in the past with the hope of big gains, right? We're talking about some form of investment here, either efforts into your career or literally investments you made, whether in stocks, crypto, or something otherwise, some sort of effort and energy you put into your into the future here in hopes of gaining something more. It's almost like it was your last bit of investment, and you just sent it away with a lot of hope, and kind of trusting that it was the right decision and the right move. And right now you're in a state where it seems like, well, because you're not seeing the result, so you are very much tied to this investment, and it's bringing you a lot of mental kind of anxiety. You keep on mulling about it. It keeps on circling in your mind. You keep on worrying about it, and it just keeps going back and forth. And a lot of it is the mental trickiness that plays in your mind in regards to this. So we have a lot of mental worries, fears, and rumination going on about, did I make the right choice? Did I make the right investment? Did I put the right effort and time into the right project, into the right dream, into the right career? I spent all this money, all this investment, all this time, all this effort into this project, into this investment, into this job, career, whatever have you. But you're not seeing the results yet because it's coming and it's about to land. But since you don't see it, the mind just goes in a million patterns. It's like, oh, what if this, what if that, what, and it keeps on branching into more and more thoughts of trickery. It's tricking you, and it's Yeah, it's like you're at odds with your own mind. For some of you, it's more than just a mental thing. In the past, you have had not such great dealings with certain people, perhaps with certain companies, certain investors, certain co-workers. Yeah, business relationships for some of you have been kind of tricky and untrustworthy in the past because people have failed you to a certain way. They have disappointed you. They perhaps kind of maybe cheated you, but whether it's intentional or unintentional, there has been that kind of case too. It's like either you gave too much of effort or too much an investment into something, and they put a little bit, but they gain more from it. Yeah, so there's that nature. But in due time here, justice is coming forth. And it's amazing that justice is coming out in this reading, because we're talking about rewards for due efforts, right? Whatever you put in, it's going to come out balanced and equal in terms of what you gave. So you receive what you have put in, and it will be, yes, it will get to a point where you're like, okay, I can start seeing the investments come to terms now. I can see the results of it. It's coming in. It's going to lessen my worry, and it's going to move you away from that period of stress here. That's why this is coming out this way, and yeah, it will move you away from the mental fixation, anxiety, and stress that you've been worrying so much about this investment, this project, this whatever have you. It's different for everybody, but yeah, the message is you will get justice in terms of you will get equal compensation for the energy you have put in. You will get the same energy that is coming towards you, and it will help you kind of move away from this mental anxiety. Okay, let's look at your Lenormand here and see what else we've got in regards to this message. So we have the garden with gathering, public place, or community. And then we have coffin, ending tragedy or loss. And then we have the woman or the feminine energy with secretive, mysterious, and seductive. Okay, and then we have the moon with recognition, fame, and intuition. And then we have mice with thievery, stress, and worry. It's so interesting that's coming out here too. So this is also a very clear message. So in terms of waiting for your blessings, your investments to return to you, lovely stars, and as we see that when your investment does return, it almost returns twofold, double what you put in, or a lot more effort. I see vacation or holiday here, and also change your position. So as you gain this blessing, this return of your investments, it will allow you to kind of gain a little bit of public face, public time, image. And what happens is with that is people are going to take notice of you. This coffin here speaks of two endings. It's the end of the kind of like the for lack of a better word, the reclusivity that you've been in. So basically, if you just kind of been like at home on your own, or doing this project or this investment on your own, that's going to change, right? You're going to be exposed, you're going to be more public, you're going to get recognized, noticed, and then people will want to work with you. They want to invest with you. They want to, collaborate with you. since they see that you are now a notable public figure. Um, so there's an ending to kind of just that working and doing everything on your own and being alone. And the second message in regards to the endings is the endings of the worry and the stress. You can move on from that. The the thing that is to be cautious of is when you do gain recognition and fame, you will have people that are on the lurk for those kind of opportunities. Like there will always be scammers out there, right? That's just the nature of the world we live in. There's scammers, there's people who want to lie and cheat. So yeah, be careful when you do come into your fame and your fortune. Yes, when you come into your fame and your fortune, and notice in the public eye, do be careful, because a lot of people will want to make approach to you and make investments and work with you, and some of those people are genuine. So use your intellect and deductive reasoning, which you have really strong capabilities of, because you are very cerebral, and yeah, in your head most of the time, to make these plans, these decisions. So you are very intelligent, so you can make that discernment. But what it's advising is look for the right people, work with those people, work with the people who want to mutually grow with you for the benefit of both you and the other party. It's a mutual growth and expansion. The ones to look out for are the ones who are liars, cheaters, scammers. Yeah, they just want to make a quick buck, or either they want to steal from you. So that's the only thing to notice and to know. And that's the case with anything. When you become more of a public figure, like celebrities, for example, right? They can't stay out the spotlight because the paparazzis are always following them. It's very difficult when you shift into the public eye. Your private life that you used to have is not going to be as private anymore, or it's going to be a lot more difficult to keep it just private. So as you get this exposure, as you become well known, as you come into more wealth and fortune, people, it is well advised to keep the people who just want to profit off from you at bay, and work with the ones who want to benefit with you. Lovely. All right, so let's look into our other tarot deck here. Let's find out. We want to know, what is it? What wealth and blessings that are coming your way, because, or even maybe a glimpse of what you kind of invest or what you worked on, because there's that reciprocity energy there, of equal giving back and forth. All right, so Spirit, can we please know, for those tuning into this universal message, what kind of thing has the stars in this group invested in, and what kind of blessings are they receiving or coming their way? Okay, yes. So let's get this one. Yes, this one and this one. Okay. All right, so we have Judgment, okay, and we have the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Cups. Very interesting Knight of Cups here. Okay, so this message is speaking a lot about your worry and your fear, your anxiety, lovely stars. It's I know we asked about, what kind of blessings and how it's coming, but the message here is, even though when you listen to this message and it's coming and you're going to receive it, you are so cerebral and so caught up in the mental aspect that you're like, you hardly have the mental space, I guess, is the best way to say it, to really appreciate these blessings. As you see from the expression of the Queen of Swords here, even though she's in full bloom now and the abundance is a crown on her head, her expression is one of worry, right? It's like she's looking forward towards the future, and there's the message in this, because we're talking, so that's the aspect that where you're at. And the Judgment card here, the fates are weaving this already. The Wheel of Fortune, it's coming to you. It's coming. Look, it's like there's this magical rainbow that's very melodious, very soothing. It's going to shift you away from your stress. But the thing is, Spirit is saying in both of these cards here, even when you do have your blessings, it's difficult for you to enjoy it if you keep on overthinking about it or thinking about your next move. It's like this knight here sits in an abundance feel, a very serene feel, having his chalice already, but his mind kind of amplifies his sense of worry, and he's looking his blessings in very small terms, and he's seeing like, oh, is this all I have for the blessings? It's like he's always gearing towards the head, just like the Queen here, always projecting into the future. Well, what's more? So the message here is in regards to, it's a final reiteration of really, when you do get the blessings, to appreciate it. Whatever it may be. I think this is more of an important message than what we asked, because what we asked in terms of your what the blessings is and what's coming, that's also going to be very individualized for each person tuning in. So they're pointing out here that it's very important to appreciate the blessings rather than keep on projecting into the future ahead, because that's the same pattern that needs to be broken, because it's the pattern that keeps you in that mental stress. It's like, oh, when is it coming? Well, I need to make my next move, my next plan, my next step. Yes. So once you made the investments, give it up to the fates, to Spirit, because it's coming in its full form. But it's a matter of your perception around it that really allows you either to appreciate it or to kind of mold your mind around it. All right, so that was the message in regards to the cards. Let me clear this up and we will do our smoke reading. All right, lovely stars, so this is our smoke scrying process, and before we proceed with it, I just wanted to make also a quick note about that fear, worry, anxiety. Perhaps for some of you, it's also in regards to theft, or somebody kind of taking away your profit or taking away a portion of the profit, right? Because we mentioned how some of you might have had dealings with shady people in the past or people you couldn't trust. So yes, just to make a note on that. So keep your eyes out for those people, as we talked about, and so you can better form relationships and connections that keep those people at bay, because I think that's one of the things that's feeding into the stress and the worry, even though after you get your blessings. Okay. All right, spirits. So for those tuning into this message today, can we get the spirit form to help them out in regards to this message, Spirit. In regards to their career, finance, goals, and dreams. What forms do you have for us today, Spirit? Interesting. Okay, so I see the edge of a lake. So we see... Okay. Yeah, we see the land. And then we see the land meeting with the water. And I see you... very masculine energy. Very ambitious kind of energy. I see you sitting onto the land and then putting your feet into the water and just kind of relaxing. So you've been worrying, you've been stressing. It's just like, it's almost like a very nostalgic moment. It reminds me of a time perhaps when you were, well, no, this is more of an advice rather than a reminiscence. Yeah, it's an advice to kind of be in that moment and let the stress just sink away into the lake, and yeah, to release it into the water and let it go. It's almost like being on the edge of two different phases, with water and with earth, right? Yeah, in terms of being too rigid and being more in flow. Yes. Because the healthy dynamic of earth and the energy of earth is resources and sustenance. But when earth becomes too overbearing or excess in its energy, then it becomes too rigid, too controlling. Same for water, right? We're talking about the healthy element of water here. So it's soothing, it's cleansing, it can take away worry, fears, anxiety. And of course, the positive aspect is coming out here for the elements of water, but of course we know there's a negative aspect to water too, but it's not coming out in this scrying, so we'll leave that at bay. Okay, any other forms we have, Spirit? Okay. I see a fox, but a fox dressed in clothing, like with a top hat, like a feather, kind of like almost like fox and boots and a full outfit. So we talk about trickiness in disguise is what we're talking about, yes. And that goes back to the reiteration of the fear, anxiety, and worries around deceptive people. Yes, there have been that in the past, but use your judgments well and you can prevent it. You can keep those people at bay. And also to keep a watch out for those who are dressed in fox clothing, kind of to infiltrate and gain benefits from you while detracting from your gains. Okay. All right, I think that's all we have for our smoke scrying, lovely stars. Yes. All right, so let's pull... Okay, they want to pull 2 cards for you here from the language of flowers. Okay, there's one already. Okay, so we'll leave that there. And can we get one more message? Okay, there we go. All right, so for those tuning in, Spirit, what have you got to say to them? Jonko, power, take hold of what you know is yours. Narcissist Jonkula. Okay. And Bird of Paradise. Strelitzia Regine. Self-acceptance. You are so much more. Okay, and I'm not called to interpret these two, so I will just leave these here for you to see and read the message. Okay, and pause the video if you need to. So we have Narcissus and Strelitzia. But yeah, those are the messages. All right, lovely stars, that was the message for this universal message on regards to careers, hopes, dreams, finances. If you found it insightful, you liked it, or you found it helpful, please consider hitting that like button, subscribe if you haven't already for future messages. And with that, I wish you a wonderful, magical day. Shine bright, take care, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye, lovely stars.